Hi and welcome to Rosie's World. Today I would like to discuss fibromyalgia. I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia in my early 20s. I was going through leg reconstructions and I wasn't getting any better, and my doctor figured it was something else other than me healing from surgery. So he sent me to a rheumatologist and they diagnosed me with fibromyalgia. And how they diagnose you with fibromyalgia, or one of the ways they diagnose you with fibromyalgia, is checking tender points in your body. And the tender points are usually, or they are, in the back of your head, right over here, behind your neck, at the base of your neck and like your shoulder area, and the front over here, your elbows, your knees, your hips, your lower back, your knees, and your ankles. And when they press on them and you're in pain, I believe it's if you have 5 out of the 18, they diagnose you with fibromyalgia. The last time I had a physical concerning the fibromyalgia and my pain issues, I had 16 out of the 18 tender points were very tender. My doctor said to me that I am in way too much pain and he has no idea how I survive. Like, how do you survive? This helps immensely. Vape. It's medical marijuana. I received my medical marijuana card last December. And medical marijuana, a lot of people don't understand it, or they think, oh my God, you're doing drugs. It's not meth, it's not crack, it's weed, no big deal, in my opinion. And it helps your pain, it helps depression, it helps you relax, and it helps you sleep. And when you have fibromyalgia, it's also accompanied by altered sleep, fatigue, mood swings, and memory issues. And I have issues with all of them. And in my videos, I might pause and like stare at the camera and look like I'm like a deer lost in the headlights. That's the brain fog. I lose my train of thought. And it's sometimes so frustrating when you're in the middle of a sentence and you're like, what did I just say? Because you don't remember, and it's just very frustrating. Anyway, a lot of people also, when they hear that you have fibromyalgia, you also see the rolls of the eyes go, and it's like, oh, okay, sweetie, like you're just trying to, either get sympathy or try to find an easy way out, because you don't look like you're sick, all the tests are coming back negative, and really what's wrong with you? You're just being lazy, and you're not, it's not laziness. It's actually part of a disease, and it's a horrible disease that not too many people are aware of. I'm on Social Security disability because I have 7 different chronic pain fatigue syndromes, one of them which is fibromyalgia, and I also had a horrible car accident. And that horrible car accident, I shattered my femur, I had a brain injury, and I had a bunch of bumps and bruises. But it really intensified my medical illnesses because of the stress and the flare-ups. Oh my goodness, it was horrible. Now, 8 years later, or 7 years later since I had my accident in 2012. 7 years ago. And I had to stop working in 2007. So that was 9 years ago I stopped working. And I realize now, looking back on my, my work resume, like my resume basically, I worked for a hospital, I worked for a physical therapist office, I worked for Medicare, and then the last job I was at was a computer software company, and I did medical I did Medicare ambulance billing. And my job, I love my job. I love the company. I love the people that I worked with. But I didn't realize that my diseases were all catching up to me. And the one disease that I knew I had was fibromyalgia. I did not know I had Wilson disease, polymyalgia rheumatica, and those two also are chronic pain fatigue syndromes. And Wilson disease is a copper poisoning, and it affects my brain and my nervous system. So I have so many neuropathies, and I'm in a lot of pain. I don't look like I'm sick. I don't look like I'm tired. Although if I take my glasses off, you'll see that I have enough bags under my eyes. We all could take a good vacation. But I'm here, and that's the positive of all this. You can get stronger. It's not going to go away. But the only thing that's going to help you, and it sounds so like an oxymoron, keep moving, but rest. Okay, so keep moving, but make sure you rest. So basically what you have to do when you have fibromyalgia is you have to plan your activities. So now if I want to go for a day of shopping, which first of all, I hate shopping, but if I wanted to go out and walk around the mall for hours and just shop, I would have to plan for that, because just taking a shower is a day's task. The daily tasks that people think are like a no-brainer or really you can't shower, it's just, first of all, getting into the tub, lifting my leg and stepping up. I can't shower if my fiance is not home, because if, God forbid, I trip and fall. The hot water hitting my shoulders and my back feels like I'm getting a tattoo. So I know how that feels. I have 6 of them. It's an annoying, constant, pinching pain. But taking a shower, usually when someone showers, it's, they want to get clean and they want that hot water, just, massaging them. And the massage, oh my goodness, and a massage, you can't do a massage on me. You cannot do that kind of a massage, because your fingers massaging me to me, it feels like your fingers are coming inside my skin. It hurts. It's like a pressure pain when you touch me. If someone says, "Oh, Rosie, come here a minute," and grabs my arm, first of all, grabbing my arm, my shoulder hurts, my arm all underneath here hurts, and my side, just by grabbing my arm, right? And then it feels like your fingers are going through my skin. It's such a weird sensation, and it really hurts. But now that I think back on the last years of me being sick, I realize that I've been sick for so much longer. I've had this all my life, and it explains so much more about myself, about me always being late to work, get up 15 minutes early. I got up an hour early. I got up 45 minutes early, but I couldn't get out of bed. I couldn't get my head off the pillow. Showering hurts. So after the shower, I had to sit there with the fan on me and just cool my body down, because I was just so sweating. When I'm in a lot of pain, I sweat. Profusely, and it's disgusting. But that's what happens. So I just try, you have to schedule yourself. So when I mean scheduling your activities, so for me to go shopping, like I mentioned a little while ago, I would have to rest and do nothing 2 days prior to going shopping. Because when I go shopping, I'm going to use that energy from the 2 days. It's like I'm saving energy to go out and go shopping. I cannot wait. In October, my aunt and my sister and I are going to see Billy Joel. And I think they were a little apprehensive of me going, because if they get a ticket for me and I can't go, or I back out, they lose a ticket. And regardless, I'm going to pay for it. I told them whether I go or not, I'm going to pay for it. But I'm going. I want to see Billy Joel. And I totally understand their hesitation as well. What's going to happen, in their mind, they're thinking, well, what's going to happen if something happens and she's so far away from home, Or is she going to have like a meltdown or a mood swing or something like that? Not that that ever really happened before, because whatever. But I can understand. I understand that. So for me to go to see Billy Joel in October, I'm going to have to rest at least 4 days before, and then I'll be in bed at least 3 days after, because it's going to be a lot of walking, sitting in a little seat, and, it's not comfortable. My feet aren't up. I'm going to swell, and I'm going to feel it. I'm going to feel it for at least 3 or 4 days after the concert. But I want to go. So who's not going to go? You know what I'm saying? There's also misunderstandings about fibromyalgia, just being lazy. And it's not about being lazy. Like I said, you have to schedule your activities. So now I have to schedule cleaning. I have to schedule doing the dishes. I have to schedule taking a shower. I have to schedule going to the store, going grocery shopping. But every day I do the dishes. Every day I wash up. Every day I get dressed. And just getting dressed is a chore for me. There's a lot that people don't understand, what happens on a day-to-day life with fibromyalgia. And I have other syndromes other than fibromyalgia, and they all attack my nervous system. But I had to really sit and think of, where do you go from here? And why I say where do I go from here is because in May I was told that there's nothing else that they can do for me. And basically I'm at 100%. And my 100% sucks because I'm in a lot of pain. On a scale from 1 to 10, my pain is a steady 8 all day. And that's high. That's a high level of pain. I stopped taking pain meds. I only take Lyrica, which is a pain medication for nerve pain, but I don't take any more opiates, and I don't take I don't take any more opiates. I don't take Percocet. I don't take Vicodin. I don't take Tramadol. I don't take any of it. In between me taking my marijuana, because I do take marijuana, in between that, I'll take an extra strength Tylenol Arthritis. That seems to be the only thing that actually takes the edge off. So if you're looking to take the edge off, try Tylenol Extra Strength Arthritis. It's arthritis. Make sure it says arthritis on there. And it does seem to work here and there, I mean, when I'm really, when the pain goes up to a 9, I can take an arthritis pill and it can go down to maybe an 8.5. But when I'm in that much pain, I'm in bed. I really don't do anything. When I'm an 8, which I am right now, what hurts me right now? My hips, my lower back is killing me, and my legs hurt. When I take a step, when you walk and you take you take the first step and the second step, that one foot in front of the other, that thing, feels like my muscles are coming off my bone. It hurts so bad. It's like a Charlie horse. Walk with a Charlie horse and smile. That's what I do every day. And that Charlie horse feeling is the spasms. That's what the spasms feel like. In your neck, in your shoulders, in your side area, in your chest. How many times I thought I was having a heart attack, and when I went to urgent care or the emergency room, it's called chondrolitis or something. It's the inflammation of the muscles in your chest caused by fibromyalgia. Fibromyalgia also comes along with fatigue, brain fog, memory loss, sleep altered patterns, and mood swings. And I believe that's where the depression comes in. I believe fibromyalgia is a huge umbrella of all different kinds of symptoms, whether it be the pain, the muscle spasms, the the mood swings, everything is in that one umbrella. And it's, when it's all together, it's crazy. So I had to sit and think of 5 things that gets me motivated. And the 5 things that gets me motivated are my dogs, my cats, my man, my family, and me. There's no alternative but to live. There's no alternative but to stay strong. You have to stay positive. It's so hard to stay positive when you feel like the world is ripped out from under you, but you have to. You have to realize who is around you, who loves you, and who you have, like, what do you have to live for? I have to live for my nephews. I have to live for my dogs. I have to live for my man, my family, my parents, like my sister. I love my sister. I don't, just to see the fear in her face when I go in for surgeries or when something happens to me, I realize, like, oh no, like, what's going on with me? You know what I'm saying? And it's, sometimes it's scary. It's very scary. But like I said a little while ago, there's no alternative. You have to keep on moving. So what I do is I make sure I get dressed every day. Sometimes I put makeup on, sometimes I don't. I usually put my hair up because I'm always sweating, because I'm always in pain. I make sure I do the dishes. I make sure the dogs go out. Well, they go out and play a little bit on the deck, but since I have all these issues, I can't walk them. So they go on a pee-pee pad, and I make sure that's cleaned. And sometimes they do a little drive-by, and it goes off the pad onto the floor. So I mop the floor like 4 times a day because, you know, when one pees, the other one has to go pee, and everybody needs a damn treat. But I love them. They're my purpose. See that little one right there? How can you not love that? This right here, oh, I can't do that. Right here is my purpose. She's my baby. And the other thing is, when people see that you're sick, or they know that you're sick and you don't look sick, a lot of times it's a misunderstanding of you're lazy, you're taking the easy way out on life, you can lose weight, you can, drink this diet, drink this diet thing, diet shake, drink this whatever, take this pill. But I can't. I don't want to. There's so many things that I can and cannot drink, or can and cannot eat because of the fibromyalgia, or because of Wilson disease, because I'm a diabetic now. I just don't. I need to do it my way, and this is my way. My way is starting Rosie's World, sharing my stories, and sharing my everyday life, and just letting, just making fibromyalgia and my other issues more awareness, like making more awareness for it. A lot of people, when I said take the easy way out on life, I'm on disability. I'm on Social Security disability. And there's a lot of people that work with fibromyalgia. Lady Gaga, look at her. She's on stage, she's singing, she's performing. I give that woman kudos, because I would not be able to do that. No. I don't know how she goes on tour. She's an inspiration to many, many people. But she's living, and she's living large, and kudos to her. She's moving. There's no alternative to this. You're not going to get better. You can get stronger, but there's no cure. Every day is a struggle, but every day is a new day. When the seasons change, the flowers die, but they always come back. So you can get knocked down all you want, but the most important thing that you need to do is get back up. Get back up and stay strong. So what I would like is maybe you can think of 5 things that would keep you strong or make you get up or make you motivated. And maybe those 5 things, if you put it down here in the comments and list 5 things that keep you motivated, maybe your list will help me get motivated or somebody else watching my video. You know, there's so many people out there with fibromyalgia, and every single person is different. Every symptom is different on other people. I can be more active. Lady Gaga, look at her. She's a hell of a lot more active than I am. But maybe she sleeps all day because she can when she's not on tour. Or maybe I wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning, which I don't, but maybe I do, and I'm fine, and then I crash at night. You know, or maybe it's easy to take a shower today, but tomorrow I can't even get out of bed. It's really hard to deal with, but you have to realize every day is a new day, and every day is a blessing. So, message me your 5 things that makes you motivated, and I'm going to read them and and speak about them again in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe. I think it's over here. That little button right over there. And if you'd like, hit the bell so next time I'm on, you'll see me. I hope you all have a great day. A pain-free day would be fabulous. And I'll see you soon. Have a good weekend. Bye-bye.